deck and to see the green leaves and the beauty of God's creation, even in a city. And it is God's awesome creation that I want to talk to you about today. You see, for about 3 years, I did a series on here on YouTube called God's Awesome Creation, and it also went under some close titles of that. And I would hope that you check those out. But I've decided to start that series back up again. And today in God's Awesome Creation, we're going to look at fossilized squid ink and how it's a witness of God's creation. From museums to curio shops, fossils fill the shelves and cabinets, and the science of paleontology has it all figured out, right? They know everything that went on in the distant past to billions of years ago, right? Science has purposely and consistently misconstrued facts and outright lied to further the demonic teaching of evolution. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? They would and have done it to try and prove that God, the creator, the maker, the master designer, is nothing but a fantasy in the deluded minds of Christians. However, when preserved unfossilized dinosaur soft tissue turns up, they scurry to update their lies. In today's episode, I want to tell you of an incredible find which the evolutionists cannot deal with. Let's call it the case of the fossilized squid ink. Recently, or not too many years ago, in Wiltshire, England, a fossilized ink sac from a fossilized squid was recovered. However, the ink was still viable even after the estimated age of 150 million years. But that age is quite impossible. Let me explain. The dried ink was taken from the sac, ground up, mixed with an ammonia solution, and get this, was actually used to draw a picture of the extinct squid with its Latin name written underneath of it. Pretty cool, I think. How could a soft tissue and a sloppy ink sac fossilize? You see, it's usually the hard shell, like fossil fish or dinosaur bones, or it's hard things that fossilize easily, not soft tissue like a squid, and certainly the squid's egg sac, or not egg sac, but ink sac. So, how could a soft and sloppy ink sac fossilize? How could the dried ink still be black? Evolutionary dating, remember, placed it at 150 million years old. Trouble is, no protein structure, as in the dried ink, could have possibly survived that long and still been viable to use. Here is the obvious conclusion: the squid could not have slowly fossilized, waiting for millions of years of sediment to cover it so that it could be turned to stone. Being soft tissue, it would have quickly rotted away. Fossilization, covering of it, had to be done quite quickly. So it had to be covered fairly recently, rapidly, and deeply in order to be preserved rather than just rotting away. Now, at about 4,400 years ago, an event occurred which gave the perfect conditions, and that event is quite commonly known, and it is known as the Great Flood of Noah. Now, I'll be talking more about the flood in future episodes, to be sure. A small amount of dried ink tells the story of God's judgment, cleansing and replenishing, and after all that we managed to mess things up quickly after the waters receded and our ancestors spread out across this beautiful planet that God made for us. Genesis 6:13 has this to say, "And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth." And I thank you, friends, for stopping by, taking a quick listen. Please consider what I've had to say today in God's awesome creation, because the ink could not have been that old, or the ink sac could not have been 150 million years old, because the ink was still black and viable. So let me know what you think, and I will hopefully see you guys again real soon. God bless you all. Love you on the other side of that monitor. Stay safe, sappy. You all better stay sappy. Stay safe, happy, and healthy on this Memorial Day weekend and all times ahead. God bless you. Love you. None of you are sappy.